Welcome guys. In this video I'm going to be reviewing and unboxing the Dayan's Tengyun 2x2. So this is the first version, so this is not the plus version. So my current main is the YJ's Yupo, it's a budget cube. So it's $7 and this Tengyun cube is actually $19. So it's twice as more than twice, almost thrice. So boxing it, so we have the cube and an accessory box. So this is kind of similar to the Dan 3x3. So these two have many similarities like being quiet and all. I actually got the stickerless version. I actually forgot to check which version it was, stickered or stickerless. I have never actually used a stickered cube before because I thought all the stickered cubes were the Rubik's brand when I started cubing. So I started with stickerless, so I just kept on getting stickerless cubes. So I have an accessory box. So inside this we have a set of screws, I mean springs, and a pan flip. So on how to solve the cube, I don't need it. So I think we have a smaller and a larger springs. So smaller and larger, they are actually golden in color. Okay, so let's take a look at the cube itself. Okay, so it's very looby on the outside. It's actually very wet on the outside. I need to clean it. So I have cleaned it a bit. So it's not as loopy, but it's still very looby on the outside. So l- let's make a few turns. The colors look great except for the red. I think it's a bit too bright and the blue is a bit too dark. So let's do first turns. Oh, this is actually very quiet. So this super quiet actually. I thought it would just be a little quieter than my Yupo. Well, lot quieter, but didn't think it to be this quiet. This is actually a very glidey and soft feel, but and it's also very quiet. Listen to this. And here is the vapor. There is a pretty huge difference between them. The tangy is a lot quieter. So let's do a solve. So I do know CLL, so I have this case. Okay, that was pretty fast. So this is my vapor. So the vapor is a lot louder and it's more solid and tactile feel. So I think this tangin is a bit hard to corner cut. Okay, so doesn't do 45 degrees, so I think it's bad at it's not that great at corner cutting. So it might just be the tensions. It also felt a little tight when I and right now. So I'm going to change the settings and I'm going to tell you the results. So I have done a lots of solves on the cube. I have done more than probably 500 solves because I was actually planning to use it for 2 days, but I actually used it for about 2 weeks before making the review. So here are just these are just a few solves of the first thing I'm going to tell you guys is what I've changed from the first impressions. So in the first impressions, I told you guys the cube is great and it's really quiet and it's smooth and soft. So now I have most of it is same, but I think the cube has gotten a little louder since it's probably because of the fact that it's starting to get dry inside. So if I add a bit of lube that might change, but I'm not sure about it. So the cube is actually great. It's still a great cube. I have actually changed the springs to the smaller springs because it felt a lot tight even though it wasn't very tight. So I am not sure if it's the smaller springs or is it actually equal. I when I come there was no indications of which is smaller or larger in the in the packet, so packet of extra springs, so I just chose which looked smaller. And it's, I would say it's probably a little looser big. And I also when made the cube a little more loose, so the corner cutting is actually much better than before when I like changed the tensions and all, access distance tensions and all. The corner cutting is actually great now. It can cut past 45 degrees. So I would say this is a great cube. It's worth, it is probably worth $19. So, but I wouldn't say to switch from the Vapo to the Tangen, because if you set the Vapo, because these two are the exact opposites. Like the Vapo is loud, it's tactile and solid. The Tangen is soft, smooth, and very quiet. So if the vapor matches your turning style, I would I would tell you to change to the Tangen because they are the exact opposites. So if you have a cube like the vapor, don't, and you like it very much, I don't think you will like changing to the Tangen. I didn't actually like the vapor very much, so that's why I changed to the Tangen. So I would tell you guys it's a great cube and it's well worth the $19. So subscribe to my channel, like the video. Thanks for watching. See you guys next one. Bye.